Okay, so now we're going to move on. We're going to work on upper traps, and we're going to work on the levator scapula that runs in this direction here. So again, we're using our techniques. Now this is after we've done our general massage of the area, after we've warmed up the area. So you make sure that the area is nice and warm, everything is nice and relaxed before you move on to do these techniques. Okay, so we're going to start with the upper trap. So again, soft tissue release. So our mantra for our STR is to shorten, pin, stretch and release. So we're going to shorten the upper trap by bringing it to this side. So I'm working on the right side, so we're shortening it by bringing the right ear towards the shoulder. I'm going to put one hand here on the top of the upper trap. So I'm giving a pin towards the AC joint. So the AC joint is just over here. So we shorten, I'm going to pin the AC joint, stretch to the fat point of end, feel and release. Any pain there? Are you doing okay?
No.
So again, so shorten, pin, stretch and release. And again, you could work your way up the muscle. So you could start here, shorten, pin, stretch and release. And I can move up a little bit further, shorten, pin, stretch and release, and I can keep working my way up to the upper trap, right into the head area there. So this is a nice release to this area, and this area we do carry quite a lot of tension on as well, so it tends to be quite, so postural muscle tends to be quite tight and spasmed. So if we were doing an MET on that area, so the MET again is our muscle energy technique. It's a very deep stretching technique we generally tend to do at the end of the treatment. So with the MET, again, we need to pin that area to make sure the shoulder is not traveling with us. So we're going to find and feel. So I'm literally going lateral flexion to get a stretch here on the right upper trap. So from here, very similar to what we were doing earlier with the scalenes and sternocleidomastoid, I'm going to ask the client to put 10% of pressure up into my hand on top of the shoulder. So 10% of pressure there for me. Here we go. Hold it for 10 seconds. Nice big deep breath in. Exhale, soften everything for me. And I'm going to put a little bit of pressure down on the shoulder, but also moving the head further into flexed position. Now if you wanted to do the scalenes and the upper trap at the same time, or get deeper into the upper trap up here, you could actually ask the client to give you pressure into both hands. So client, pressure up into the shoulder like a shoulder shrug, and pressure into my hand above your ear. So we now have pressure coming from both sides. Again, any pain or any disturbance there?
No.
Everything is fine. For 10 seconds, big deep breath in, client exhales, and we come to our next end feel. Hold it again for 15 to 20 seconds, and again we can repeat this 3 times. Again, just remember you are releasing a lot. There is going to be a lot of blood flow to the head for the client. They might feel a bit dizzy or a little bit lightheaded, so go nice and gently with this one. Okay, so moving on to the levator scapula. So the levator scapula is running from transverse process of the cervical spine, and you'll find the superior angle. It's that kind of crunchy bit on the top of the scapula where you all kind of feel. So to work on this one, we need to actually move the client's head in kind of like an oblique or a twisted position. So what we're doing is we're aiming the nose down over the middle of the left breast area. Okay, so we get a nice stretch on the muscle here. So again, with our STR, we shorten, pin, stretch and release. So we're going to shorten by doing the action of the muscle. We're going to pin down towards that superior angle of the scapula. Then I'm going to stretch as much as I feel, end feel is comfortable for the client, and release. So we have shorten, pin, stretch and release. Now you could also ask the client to help you with this one. You could also do a little bit of a shoulder shrug with this one as well. So when we're going to shorten again, shorten by doing the action of the muscle. So the client can give me a bit of a shoulder shrug. I'm going to pin down towards the superior angle of the scapula, release everything and release. So there you go. Shorten, pin, stretch and release. That's our STR, shorten, pin, stretch and release. Now to do an MET on the levator scapula here. So again, MET, as we know, is about finding end feel. So again, I'm just going to hold down the scapula. Otherwise what happens is as we move the head, the shoulder tends to come with the client if the area is very tight. So turning the head again, oblique angle, nose facing down over the middle of the left breast area, and going to find end feel first. So there's kind of end feel. Now my heel and my hand is in the occipital bone on the back of the head here. So I'm going to ask the client to put 10% of pressure back into my hand and 10% of pressure into my hand on top of the scapula. So it comes both sides. I'm going to hold this for 10 seconds. Nice big deep breath in, exhale, relax everything, lovely. And then we're going to hold this for 15 to 20 seconds at the next end feel. How are we doing there? Feeling any pain, any tension?
No.
Feels like a good stretch?
Yeah.
Excellent. So again, without moving back into your neutral position, holding this position, again climb, push back into my hand on the back of your head and my hand on your shoulder. 10% of pressure. Holding for 10 seconds. Nice big deep breath in, exhale, relax. And we come into our next end feel position. Hold again 15-20 seconds, and again this can be repeated 3 times. Remember, your MET is also about repeating 3 times. Okay, so that's your soft tissue release, and that is your MET for the levator scapula and for the upper traps. Okay, remember you do this towards the end of your treatment, where the area is going to be nice and warmed up from your general massage movements. And again, always check in with the client, how are they feeling, if the stretch isn't too strenuous or causing any pain. Okay, happy practicing.